and we welcome you back to another start of another season. And this is not the usual start of a season for the Cup side. This is the start for the Light Series, the very inaugural season. Many guys coming into this race are all thinking about championship and all that, because what it would be to be crowned inaugural champion of the Sony Light Series Season 1. Galligan on the front row is going for both the Cup title and the Lights title. The lower series here, a lot of Cup drivers actually are in this field for this whole entire season to try and go after this championship. But guys like Mason Wood and Alex Garjay there, they're trying to win the Lights championship, and they are trying to also make a name of themselves to get themselves into the Cup side. Which guys like Sean Galligan, John Dillon, Ian Duda, and Nick Mace, all in the top 5 right there, are Cup veterans, or really not veterans. John Dillon, Ian Duda, they got a ride for the Cup, but they are rookies. But them are the Cup the Cup drivers. Some of them aren't veterans. So I wonder if the drivers that raced back in Season 6 in the Cup side will have an advantage here, because these are more bulkier cars than the Cup side and are a little bit more slower than the thinner, lower card field in the Cup side as well. So let's get you down to the starting lineup, and we'll see who will win the Daytona 250 here in the Sony Light Series. Coming around to start the race here. Boy, all these guys right here just want to win the race. Inaugural season, inaugural race. The last series I did, that was the inaugural season and the inaugural race. That was the Daytona 500 back in Season 1. And your old Jackson Braun ended up winning that race, and he doesn't even race anymore, but he is arched in the history books of winning the first race in the Sony Cup Series. Who is going to win the first race in the Sony Light Series? We'll find out shortly. Sean Galligan leads us down. Green flag is in the air here in Daytona. Already fanning down the back straightaway. The rookies on the Cup side right here banging on each other there. Ian Duda right there. I think that's how you say his name right there. Ian Duda and John Dillon sure are going at it right there for that spot. And they're for ride right there with the runner-up from last season in the Cup side right there, Nick Mace. Now they're right there, Kevin White, Brad Johnson there. I think that's Brad Johnson. That's Mason Wood. Brandon McGuire charged up on the inside there. There's Alex Garjay stuck in the middle. And I just realized I spelled Alex Garjay's name wrong there. I'll fix that in a minute. Whoa, we got ourselves a wreck. Alex Garjay's in it. Nick Mace is involved. Oh, and I think that was Noah Hart in the Red Bull car. There's Dylan Young right there. Get a huge piece of damage there. Ian Duda, Nicholas Carrera, Kevin White. Noah Hart was involved. Nick Mace was involved. Caution flag is out. Henry Nova is going to lead us around through turns 3 and 4. And he's got on the inside there, I think that's Brandon McGuire. We got 3 Red Bull cars that are Alex Garjay, Brandon McGuire, and Noah Hart. They all are the exact same paint scheme, but different number. So it's kind of hard to tell. Henry Nova leads them back to the start-finish line with Ashley Mason second. pace car is going to pick him up. Nick Mace right there. We saw him get a piece. He spun around. Noah Hart, we saw him also involved. Kevin White was also got a little piece of it as well. Dylan Young looks like his day is going to be over right there in the $32 General Chevrolet. Nicholas Guerrero looks like he's pretty fine. Guerrero, another one of them guys without a cup ride, trying to get back in the cup by joining the light series. Mason Wood, his damage looks pretty big right there. I don't know if he'll get back out there. Eric Burton right there. There's John Dillon. He has a bunch of back end damage there. I wonder if that came from the 82 of Alex Garjay hitting him there. I don't think so. But the caution flag is out for the first time here today. Hirinova has the lead. We're going to get you to a replay. Well, it's going to start right here. Somewhere around in here. And waiting for the camera to change. I don't know. We're going to get a helicopter view here. Goodness, look at that. Trying to see who may have caused it first. You see the 82, the 16, the 20 all making contact there. I think it may start with, oh, yeah, Nick Mace and Ian Duda made contact into John Dillon, up into Sean Galligan. And I think Galligan was lucky enough to get away. And I think Kevin White got in the back bumper of Nick Mace, shooting him back up the racetrack into Ian Duda, which is going to turn him sideways there and spin him around. And I think that's what the case is going to be. Yeah, you see right there, Alex Garjay getting a little by right there, and then Dylan Young barely, almost got by, he got in it. Noah Hart also was an innocent bystander, barely getting clipped there. But caution flag is out for the first time here today for probably a 6-car incident here in turns number 1. We're going to get you back to green. Coming back to the restart. Henry Nova is going to take down Ashley Mace, Brandon McGuire, and Alan Smith, all down to the restart. The thing good about this right here are the top 4 right here are only guys with no cup ride trying to get back into the Cup Series side. And if they could do so with a good season performance here, they probably could get themselves a ride for the Cup side in the Sony Cup Series. Hirinova leads right now in that Jason Leffler 38 Great Lips retro paint scheme there. It's very nice to see that car up front. It would be very special to bring that car to victory lane here at Daytona. Hirinova leads right now, but Ashley Mace is gunning for him. Enter turns number 3. Mace dives it to the inside, looking for help from Alan Smith there. Mace trying to be... Mace actually was the second female driver to win in an SCS event. This is the SEL, or SLS, or yeah, something like that, for the Sony Light Series. Mace is going to slide right up in front of Hirinova there, trying to block Alan Smith there, but you're not going to get down there. Brad Johnson right there, driving for the unfunded 01 team at the Cup side. Has really not been doing so well on testing so far, but driving for Joe Gibbs here, really showing out so far in the lights here, but he's getting heated up from the 33 of Rob Houston. Houston making his return in the ranks of the Sony Series. He hadn't been in an... Oh! We're getting sideways! Nicholas Guerrero's around! Racing back to the start finish line. Caution flag is out. Rob Houston will have the lead. Zach Robinson there in second place. Brad Johnson, Austin Ogo, Ashley Mace, Hirinova, Jacob Hart. And we're all good, I think, at least. There's Mason Wood. I thought he was going to be out of the race. He actually got that repaired with no hood, so every point counts, you know? And the pace car is going to pick him up. We're going to get you to a replay. Well, we're looking here. And, looks like... I don't even know. It all happened so fast. It looks like maybe the 40 of Alan Smith came down on the 18 by getting a little bit of a tag from the 5 of Austin Ogo, which shot him down in the 18, and which shot the 5 down into the 31, who's going to clip the 27. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. And the 40, Alan Smith, comes right down in front of Brandon McGuirt, turning him around. And Henry Nova getting a bit of damage there. Andreas Allen making it by. Noah Hart getting by. And I think that's Sean Galligan as well getting by. We're getting a, that's the wreck right there. We're going to take some onboards. Coming back around. We're going to get ready to go back green once again. We will only have about 8 laps to go. Rob Houston has the lead. We haven't seen him racing in an event on my series since season number 5. He was a goer or homer that series in season number 5 in the Cup side. So, coming up in the Light Series, trying to make his way back up and get some competitiveness and everything, whatnot. But yeah, everybody in this race so far wants to win this race. We're back green. Rob Houston's going to lead us down. This is going to be a pretty big race right here. You want to win this race really bad, because this is the beginning of the Sony Lights for a series that may go for a long time, like the Sony Cup Series has. Many drivers from season number 1, well, not many, but some like Richard Johnson now look back on that on the first race of the season 1 at the Daytona 500, man, and they go, man, I really should have been more careful on the blocks and everything and whatnot to try and win that race. Well, that's exactly what these drivers are going to be thinking after this race. What could I have done to have won this race? This race is going to be very big and crucial. You want to be able to write your names in the history books and say, hey, I won the very first Sony Lights race ever in the history of the making of it. Coming back to the line, we will only have 7 laps to go. Zach Robinson, last season's winner of the Daytona 500 in the Cup side, has taken the lead with Brad Johnson in behind. Johnson in the 18 car. We haven't even seen him in the pack at all for either series, for the Lights or the Cup, because he's been doing single car runs and has not really been up to speed. This is the first time we've been seeing him in the pack. Oh boy, we're looking 4 wide here. Nova looking 4 wide there, but he's going to stay in behind Austin Ogo. Boy, you got Brad Johnson right there, Zach Robinson. Who's going to win this race? You got Robinson, Johnson, Houston, Ogo, Hart, Swanson. We haven't even talked about Paul Swanson. He's up here in this pack now. Nova, Allen, Hart, or there's 2 Harts up here. You got Noah Hart and Jacob Hart, the brothers of the series, and they're up here battling. And DJ Curtis, who's been trying to get in the Cup side ever since season number 2, and he now finds himself with a chance to jump in the lower series, and now with a chance to shine here. He's up in the pack as well. Brad Johnson. Here comes Jacob Hart swinging it low right here. You got all the Cup drivers running right now. They have a little bit of experience there. Boy, they're really rubbing up on each other. 3 wide across the line. Give it to Johnson at the line. That's Brad Johnson. Brad Johnson did race in the Cup Series once. That was back in season 5. So he's got a little bit of experience as well. But he's stuck in the middle. He's got to get somewhere. Austin Ogo, who's been in and out of the series for the Cup side, and now coming back into the Cup and the Light Series is on the inside with help from Andreas Allen. Is that Ashley Mace? Ashley Mace right there in the 7 car there. That's a 6, but you know, Ashley Mace charging up on the inside as well. Coming back to the start finish line, it'll be only 4 laps to go. Austin Ogo, Jacob Hart side by side. At the line, give it to Ogo. Boy, they're beating and banging on one another there. Now, if the caution comes out now, the race will end. So these guys got to be a little bit more careful for a few more laps. Austin Ogo takes the lead under turns number 1. But Brad Johnson is not giving up. He has Paul Swanson right up on his back bumper there. And it's going to shoot him way up out on the outside there. He is going to take the lead going into 3 here. Do not count out Brad Swanson and do not count out Jacob Hart. The outside really does prevail off the turn. And that may be what Johnson needs to win this race here. 3 laps to go, coming to the start finish line now. Oh, but Johnson, beat and banging on each other there. Oh, 4 wides, not gonna, oh boy, they're beat and banging sideways, they're wrecking. Oh, they're wrecking. And, yeah. So the caution flag is out. They're going to race it to the start finish line. And Andreas Allen, I think, may have taken the lead. Andreas Allen has taken the lead. That's Austin Ogo and Ashley Mace. Racing back to the start finish line. This will determine the finish here. Under the caution flag, Andreas Allen, Austin Ogo, who is going to race it back to the start finish line here? Andreas Allen's sitting pretty right now. Andreas Allen right now through turns 3 and 4. The Season 2 Daytona 500 winner coming off turns number 4 is going to lead on back to the caution flag, and Andreas Allen is going to win or take it under the caution flag. Not officially just yet, but Andreas Allen takes him to the caution flag with 2 laps to go, and Andreas Allen is going to end up being your winner. Oh boy. And it's going to be Austin Ogo, Ashley Mace, Harry Nova, and Rob Houston round out the top 5. What a feel-good story for Andreas Allen. After a terrible season in the Cup side, he drops down in the lower series and the light series, and he comes out and he is going to win the inaugural race and the inaugural season in the Sony Light Series. Andreas Allen comes out on top. Let's get you to a replay. Well, it's going to start right here. Oh, they was so close. Ogo gave no room whatsoever. He had room on the inside, and Andreas Allen came up to take the room that he was not taking for himself. Paul Swanson, Jacob Hart, nowhere on the outside, really, to go. Where are they supposed to go? Nowhere, really. And Hart swings it up high to try and miss them guys. The 6 and the 18. Andreas Allen actually got sideways there. And the 22 car. And he's going to be your winner. And he saved it. Look at all these guys here. Let's watch from the helicopter view here. Live action here. Oh no, the 3 of Rob Houston. Oh boy, and Ashley Mace came so close to swinging it out wide into that wall there. And she's actually she's going to drive it through the grass. And she will end up coming out of here with the 3rd place here. Watch this unfold. Oh boy, that was close. But right here, Andreas Allen, you're driving right here on the inside, and then they're going to wreck right here. Watch the 33 get turned down when he hits the 6, down in the 7, down in the 22, the 5, and the 22. Keep it straight to race it back to the start-finish line. And Lord heavens knows, Ashley Mace comes flying back up the racetrack from the grass, and she will come back to finish 3rd. Let's get you back to the finish and show you if Andreas Allen will officially win this race. Well, coming to the final turn, Andreas Allen in the 22 Discount Tires Dodge is going to come through off turns number 4. Could not get a ride for the Cup Series side after a terrible season in season number 8. He drops down to the Light Series. He takes home the win in the first race in the inaugural season. He wins at Daytona and the Sony Light Series. Andreas Allen. a seven-time winner in the Sony Cup Series is going to come into the Sony Light Series and win the Daytona 250 in the Sony Light Series in the inaugural race. That's got to be very special. And when people look back and see what was the first race and who won the first race in the Sony Light Series in the first season, well, it was Andres Allen here today, folks, a Cup veteran, but right now he is not in the Cup Series side, so going for the Light Series Championship, going to try and get himself back into the Cup side. Congratulations to Andres Allen. Let's get you to the finishing results.